Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke, and this is my road to glory on Football Manager 2020 with Harrogate Town, and things are going really well. We might be top of the league. Let's have a look, see what we've been getting into, shall we? Right, okay, last time out was the Chesterfield and Morecambe game where we lost against Morecambe. We beat Chesterfield. We followed that up by a win against Wimbledon 4-3, and it was a hell of a game. Should have really showed you that game, and I should have really showed you the Salford game as well when we beat them 3-0. We beat them 3-0, but then we were knocked out of the leasing trophy 5-2 by the Liverpool under-23s. It wasn't a bad game, to be honest with you. Then we followed that up by a loss against Plymouth 3-1. It wasn't a great game. Obviously, in the 4-3s, we'll go through the scores. Lopez getting 2, Chopping, Lasley scoring as well again, and then Salford, we had Johnson, Lopez and Moles scoring there. Newport County, we had Lasley scoring. Again, the youngsters getting on the score sheet, doing quite well. Moles and Johnson scoring there. So today we've got Cambridge and we've got Gillingham. 2 games at the minute. Cambridge is going to be an alright game, I think, away. It's going to be a tough one. Gillingham is going to be a tough one at home as well. They're lying in 6th place. And like I said, we are top of the league. It's just crazy. 54 points. We've got a 2-point gap at the minute at the top of this league. Salford, obviously, because we beat them. Plymouth beat us. But it's just crazy that we're lying top. I don't understand it. I don't get it. We should be fighting for relegation, not looking for promotion, which is, as things go, with the 22nd of January, we're getting a gap. We're 5 points clear of the automatic promotion spots, which is just getting crazy. Playoff spots, we are 10 points clear from the playoffs, from falling out of the playoffs, which, with how many games we've got left, if we go back to the schedule-wise, there's quite a few. There's a lot of games to go yet, so we could always fall out. We could have a bit of a torrid time of it, but in my mind, I'm thinking we might even win this blooming league, which is crazy. There's a chance. I don't think we will. It depends on how we get on, at any injuries and all that sort of stuff. So we'll jump straight into it. This is the team that's going to be lining up against, is it Cambridge? Yeah, anyway. Rose is going to be in goal. We've obviously got an injury to Masty, the goalkeeper, which is quite annoying. Loki, Francis and Odemeo, the back three, with Johnson and Nikita as the wing-backs. Patchin is dropping as the deep-line playmaker because Moles is injured, but he's still going to be on the bench. In fact, he's not going to be on the bench. We're going to put Fletcher on the bench. Liddell with Gribben above them. Lasley and Lopez. Lasley's playing just because he's, I say, on good run of form. He's scored a couple of goals. He's doing all right, so I'm going to start him. See how he gets on. We obviously, Ashley Seal is still the top goal scorer. No, Lopez is the top goal scorer now. We've got Marden as well. So we've got strikers that are scoring goals. Not many. We're about to, we're in Jan and we're just about to get into double figures with Lopez, maybe, if he does score today. So I feel like striker-wise, we may struggle next season. If we do get promoted, I don't think, promoted to League One? I feel we might struggle in League One. I don't think the team is good enough for League One, but we'll have to cross that bridge when it comes to it, see if we can get some good players in. But we are doing potentially a lot better than I thought we would do. Especially after last season where we managed just to scrape through to the playoffs, get to the playoff final and just managed to win there. It was one of them ones where we just didn't look, we didn't look great last season, but whether it was just because I'd just taken in charge, we should have easily probably won that league. A lot of draws we had, wasn't it? So it could be why. Right, first highlight comes to Cambridge. I thought that was us for a second. Cambridge go 1-0 up from a set piece. I thought we were in the yellow. We were in the blue, actually. And just, it's a set piece. And again, we do struggle with set pieces. The keeper should have done better. We do need a better goalkeeper. I think I have signed one. I don't know if I've told you. I've signed one that's coming in next year. I've signed a better goalkeeper. So that should be all right for us. As things stand as well, Plymouth must be drawing their game at the minute. Wimbledon must be drawing their game as well. So that's not too bad because we'll still be 3 points clear at the top. Show me something else in the second half. Let's just see. Not many highlights in that first half. Team-wise, the usual players, if we're having a bad game, like the full-backs are the ones that are struggling. Gribben, though, picks the ball up here. Plays a stupid long ball. Can't really find Lopez. It was just one of them ones. Nothing was really on. We're trying to get the ball forward. Didn't work. And then Cambridge are on the attack. And it's a nice little diving save from Rose. Wimbledon have gone second now. Third even, sorry. Lasley's in. Oh, Lasley should have scored. Right, time to make a change. Lasley's coming off, not having a great game. We'll bring on Ashley Seal. I'm thinking Gribben's conditioning's dropped off a little bit, so I'm going to bring Patchin on. Bring on Fletcher. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to bring on Lynch. Swap them 2 rounds, maybe. Attacking playmaker, and then I can have ball-winning midfielder. Yeah, we'll do that. That's what we'll do. Change things up. Couple of changes on. Lynch is coming on, the captain. He's another set piece. They're going to score similar. I thought they were going to score. I don't like that camera angle. I need to change it for when they do them sort of highlights. Johnson on the right-hand side is not having a good game. Even Akater is not having a good game. And that's the problem. When the wing-backs don't have a good game, we don't have a good game. And it's going to be... Right, whose conditioning is worse? I'm going to take off Johnson, I think. Magnuson's going to come on. They're going to be the kind of positions I think I'm going to struggle to fill, the wing-back roles, throughout the whole season. We do drop down into second place. Salford must have scored, must be winning their game. Let's just go demand a little bit more. It looks like we're going to lose this one 1-0. And we haven't really created any chances. That's been the problem. And yeah, we do. We lose 1-0. I'm far from pleased. It's one of these ones. I don't know what's going to happen in this league. I really don't. We drop down into second. Same amount of points as Salford. Again, it just comes down to it. We shouldn't be in this position we are. We're just doing it really, really well. So hopefully we can keep going the way we're going. But like I said at the beginning of it, I think we have a chance of getting promotion this season. Whether we're actually going to be capable of doing it, I'm not too sure. But we'll just go straight into this next game. Home against Gillingham. In theory, a harder game than it was before because they're high up in the league. So we'll see how we get on. So here is how we're going to line up. Similar kind of team. Rose in goal. The back three is still the same. Loki, Francis and Odamayo. Johnson and Kate are going to be starting with Patchin and Little in the midfield. Gribben as the attacking midfielder. I've just changed the 2 strikers. Ashley Seal's going to come on just to try and see if he can score some goals. And I'm playing Marden just again because it's against his former club. And he's one of the best strikers at the team. He's 3.5 star player. He should be in the team, really. So we'll give him a go. See how he gets on. Be nice probably to get maybe him and Lopez up top. That could be the thing. Looks like they're going to set up to go really quite wide. We owe Gillingham after the last time. I think, wasn't it Gillingham we played at the beginning of the season that absolutely trashed us like 5-0 or something? I need to go back and look at that. I'm sure it was Gillingham that absolutely destroyed us at the beginning of the season. So it'd be nice to actually get one over on them. Free kick comes in. Gribben puts it into the box. We do go a little bit close with it, but unluckily we don't score. We can't really clear it. It just goes straight to one of their players who pass it into the inside. They've switched it nicely. We seem to have a man over, but Gribben wins the ball here. Can he find a pass to anyone? He goes out wide, gets the cross in, looks for Ashley Seal. Ashley Seal scores a goal for us, his 8th goal of the season, puts us back to top of the league, and he repays me for starting him. That's the thing. I drop a couple of strikers and start scoring, and then it's the same with like Lasley and stuff. I don't play him. He then comes on and scores a couple of goals. Starting doesn't do well, and then Ashley Seal stops scoring for a bit, and then he starts. It's weird with the strikers at the minute. As soon as they stop scoring, I take them off and just drop them for a little bit, bring them back on, and then they start scoring again. So we'll take that. Right, we play it back nicely. We can just build from here. Rose, don't do anything stupid with it. Plays it to Odamayo. Plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. This is dangerous stuff from us, but it's nice to see us working it from the back quite nicely, actually. Johnson picks the balls up, play it back to Patchin, whips the ball over to Nikita, beats his man, crosses it in. Ashley Seal really should have done a lot better with that header. Should have put his 2-0 up. As things stand as well, we're still we're back to top of the league, which is nice to see. Patchin beats his man. Can he get across in? He can't. He gets tackled the second time round. But we pick the ball up with Johnson to Liddell. Can he play it out wide? He can. Nikita tries to cut in, doesn't beat his man, loses the ball. But we have got Odamayo there, wins the header. We're now back on the attack again with Johnson. This is going to be a lovely work goal if it is. And it is a lovely goal as well. Nikita, this is what he can do. And I've seen him doing it a couple of times. I think he is just a superstar at this level, but he's just playing a bit out of position. But this just picks it up here after a lovely passage of play. Plays the dummy, sends the defender the wrong way, and then just hits it with his left foot. What a screamer. Puts his 2-0 up. That's an amazing goal. I thought we were going to score again then. We're coming close. We are looking a hell of a lot better than Gillingham at this moment in time. And see what I mean about this team? Sometimes we look brilliant, and sometimes we just, when we're not there at all. But like I say, we was away in the last game. This is a home game. We should do better. We don't want them to score a goal now, though, because it will just bring them back into the game quite quick, and we don't want that. We just want it to keep going. They've not really had a chance at goal. They've had all the possession, actually. We've had most of the chances, but they've had more of the possession, so we'll just see how we get on for the rest of this game. Half-time's here. We're 2-0 up. I'm just going to praise them. I'm very happy with how things are going. Conditioning-wise, we're not looking great. And Kate is going to have to come off in the second half. Patching tries to play a through ball to... is it Johnson out on that right-hand side? Doesn't quite work. And it just leads to Gillingham having an attack. And we don't want them to score straight away. And they have a chance, a very good chance. They should have probably done better. It's all going to be Gillingham. I feel like it's going to be one of these halves where it's going to be Gillingham just constantly attacking. But we've got a bit of a highlight here. Building it from the back. Again, just playing it nicely, Johnson. Creating the spaces, finding the passes. Just play it backwards. That's fine. Keep the possession. Then we do a stupid long ball, and then we lose it, and that's the problem. And Gillingham now coming onto the attack. Nikita wins the ball there, though. He's having a blinder of a game. I don't want to bring him off, but he's just... I don't think his conditioning is going to work, and he works there on a bit of the overlap. Cutting it in on the inside. If this is a... I was going to say it's going to be a lovely goal if it went in. Thinking there, conditioning-wise. Even though Nikita is having probably the game of his life, I'm going to have to take him off. His conditioning's not great. I don't want him to pick an injury up. Anyone else? Well, Marden isn't having a great game, so I'm going to bring on Lopez and see if we can bring on another striker. I would have brought on Lashley, but we'll bring on Lopez, get Ashley Seal and Lopez up front together, see how they get on. There we go. Here's another injury we've got to Johnson on this wing-back role here. So luckily we've got Magnuson. He can play. He's not as good, I don't think, but he'll do the role. Like I say, we've not really given him much of a chance. Magnuson's in. I thought that was going to be Garnett. That actually has the goal in from the header, but ball over the top. Can we win it? Loki just kicks it outfield. Lopez is in, and he had a lot to do from that position. He had 3 players around him. Didn't really have a pass on, so we did well with just getting the shot off. Time is ticking down. 5 minutes of added time, and I just feel like we've won this one now. We have. It looks like it's going to be a 2-0 win. Second half, that's all. First half, that's all we needed, and there we go. We've got a win and a draw. I'm happy with that. So we won the home game, which is what we wanted to. Drew the away, lost against away from home. I'd prefer a draw, but it's fine. We're actually 57 points. We're doing well. We are 3 points clear of Wimbledon, which is nice. We are 4 points clear of Plymouth in 4th place. We're at level points with Salford on 57 points. So all in all, we're looking good. We really are looking in a strong position. When are we going to come back next? I'm just going to have a look to see when I'm going to play a bit of Football Manager. I keep getting distracted from Football Manager. That's the only problem at the minute. Different games keep distracting me. Again, I might just play through the whole affair. I have got the transfer window to try and finish it, see if I can bring anyone else in. But we'll go for that. It'll probably be Rochdale and Tranmere at the end of the 2 games. Crawley and... Rochdale and Tranmere. Then I'll do the end of March, and then we'll do the last 2 games. Newport County is the last game of the season. We're rock bottom at the minute, and then Cheltenham is there. So we've got... If we can keep... if we turn some of these reds into oranges and draws, we should be alright. If we have a look, we haven't drawn a game for a while. We've either won them or lost them, and that's the problems. But again, a win's a win. We're doing well. We're sitting pretty in the league. All in all, I'll say we're doing really, really well. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Subscribe if you're new and all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you all in a bit. Ta-ra.